quick mini training today on digestion. We all want to feel less bloated, more comfortable after we eat our meals, right? I know that it was something that I had struggled with for so long. I would drive my husband nuts with what I could eat, with what I couldn't eat, and then I'd eventually give in and have whatever he was having and then experience such tremendous bloat and gas and just discomfort. I would have to heat up a rice pack and put it on my stomach there to help kind of with the pain, and then also rub a bunch of essential oils around everywhere. And of course, yes, that would help acutely with the pain, but I wanted to know how to prevent all of this from happening in the first place. And it can be extremely confusing, a lot of stuff out there. So let's talk about how we can diffuse some of those issues for you without having to spend a bunch of money on supplements or go get any expensive tests. Okay, number one, first step. We need to slow down, get super woo-woo, super holistic, bless our food when we begin to cook it or warm it up in the microwave, whatever you're doing for your meal. And this allows you to get out of that, like this mode, stressed out, sympathetic, and get down to this mode, the relaxed and parasympathetic. And what that does is ramp up our brain signal to our digestive system to start secreting stomach acid and digestive enzymes and get the bile flowing and ramp up our digestive activity to get us ready to handle the entirety of the meal. Number two, you are going to chew your food thoroughly. Now, I'm not super realistic in counting, being able to count your chews every single time you go to take a bite, but what I do want you to take notice of is when you are eating, are you distracted? If you're distracted, you are going to be chewing your food less. It's just the truth. So what you can do is remove all distractions. What I do is, I'll come over here and show you. I come over here and I eat on this table. There is nothing for me to look at, no one to talk to, no activities to partake in. It is just me sitting there on a white tablecloth, and I'm eating my food and I'm savoring it. And this has drastically reduced the amount of bloating and gas and issues down the road that I have experienced. Okay, number three, if you still need a little extra help, so you've done step number one and step number two, and you've noticed that, okay, things are better, but it's still a little uncomfortable down there, what you can do is add a couple of really cheap supplements. First, you can start off with a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And what this is going to do, if you take a little sip right before, maybe like 5 minutes before your first bite of a meal, and you feel a little bit of burning in your stomach, that's good, that's okay. We're talking about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar here, and what that's doing is encouraging more stomach acid. It's kind of a positive feedback loop in there. Once it senses some stomach acid rising, it increases until it reaches a certain pH, and a lot of people that are stressed out or nutrient depleted don't make enough stomach acid, so that can be a whole other post. Maybe I'll do that for tomorrow, how to know if you have low stomach acid. But what I want to show you here is my apple cider vinegar. So right in here, I have the organic apple cider vinegar, unfiltered, raw, and includes the mother, meaning you're getting a little bit of probiotic action in here as well. So I take a little sip of that right before a meal, and then I feel a little burning sensation, and then I eat my meal. And what you should notice is that you'll have less tendency to get heartburn, and you'll almost feel like the food in your stomach has just gone straight through your digestive tract really quickly, really easily. That is a really good sign. Another one is to add a digestive enzyme, and the one I'm currently taking, because I am out of my Designs for Health, but just a really simple digestive enzyme. It's going to have some proteases, it's going to have some amylases, and some lipases. So we got the carb breakdown, the protein breakdown, and the fat breakdown. And this just helps out your pancreas a little bit to create some digestive enzymes if you're kind of in a healing phase of your journey. But ideally, we should be able to wean off both of these things when you start to feel better, when you start to absorb more nutrients, and your digestion becomes much happier.